What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron here, and once again we are talking about all things DeFi and AI agents, guys. Look, you might not want to be talking about DeFi and AI agents because the markets looks terrible, so bad, but on this channel we are finding the real alpha, and we are actually finding 10x returns, okay, over the last couple of days. So if you watched my video yesterday, you would have seen my calls on Grok and also on DRB token on the base ecosystem, and you would be doing very healthily. Okay, but before we get into that, let's have a quick look at the markets, guys. Look, as you can see here today, it's pretty bad. Once again, I sound like a parrot. I'm always repeating myself, but look, guys, AIXBT is down 9.7% here, 50% on the week. Is really bear market times, to be honest with you. Hey, Elon down 10% also today, despite 5 or 6 integrations last week. Grafane also down. I mean, to be honest, everything here is down apart from BankrBot, once again, that we covered extensively in yesterday's video, guys. Okay, and now moving further down the page, we can see Swarm Node is also down 16%. Moxie, which is a project that's been getting a lot of attention on base as well, is down 33% on the daily. Is a very wild swing, guys, but again, we're down to the small market cap coins, around 8 million or so. Having said that, Banker is holding up very well and is keeping things moving in the AI agent and DeFi space, guys. We touched upon that yesterday. Now moving into AI agent coins, again, it's not pretty. I'll warn you, it's not pretty. Virtuals here nearly 64 cents, guys. Extremely cheap, to be honest with you, considering what we've seen in the past. We can see PAL AI down 19%. We are seeing some bounces here on the hour chart. We've got AI Reg bouncing 4.6%. Obviously, they came out with the news yesterday about with a light paper about their new AI agent app store Rhizome that we already covered in the video, guys. But yeah, like in general, we're seeing red across the board once again, which is not great. Obviously, all of our bags are bleeding, but there are ways to make money in this market, and we've covered it last week on the channel, and we're going to cover it again later today. Okay, first up, we're going to highlight this tweet from Teng Yan. Okay, now he runs COT Research, and he is obviously very bullish on the intersection of AI and crypto, as I am on this channel, believe it or not. So he says every single day something interesting is brewing in AI and crypto, which we all agree on this channel, hence why I do a video every single day on this subject. Crypto AI is not a fleeting narrative measured in days or weeks. Rather, the sheer scale of its potential means that it's going to unfold in months and years, and it will be much bigger than many think. The mini cycle we've seen in AI agents these past 4 months, just a glimpse of what will happen in the coming years. And I wholeheartedly agree with Mr. Teng Yan here, because the AI movement, the AI disruption is arguably bigger than blockchain and crypto and Bitcoin in itself. Now, the intersection of Web3 and AI and crypto is just astronomical. Like, as we've said many times in this channel, and as people know, that the AI agent transactions are going to easily take over humans in, a year's time or so. The infrastructure that's being built right now is going to absolutely transform industries from right to left. It's going to change work. It's going to change the future of work. It's going to change the way that we trade. It's going to change the way that we communicate. It's actually mind-blowing when you actually think about what's happening here. And that's why I dedicated myself to the intersection of AI and crypto, because there's just so much to learn all of the time. And getting ahead of this by watching this channel every day, you're going to get ahead and get that alpha like you would have done on Grok and DRB if you watched the video yesterday. So look, Teng actually posted here a pretty cool chart. So as you can see here, he's saying that we are at least 1 to 2 years away from peak, even longer if general AI continues exponential growth, which everyone's expecting. And his rationale here is that crypto AI tokens are just 3% of the alt market cap. Okay, guys, just 3% right now. That's pretty incredible that it's only 3%, considering how AI is going to be taking over absolutely everything. That shows that you're still early. If you're watching this video today, you are absolutely still early in the crypto AI space. Top tier crypto AI teams have not launched their products yet. Absolutely, I can think of some already off the top of my head, such as Wayfinder. And then also several catalysts ahead for 2025. For example, regulatory change, OpenAI, IPO, etc. So look, guys, a little bit of positivity to start the day without having to look at those bloodbath prices. If you ask me, I'm not really looking at prices. I'm just trying to find those specific nuggets that can make me outperform the market as of now, while we wait for the bull run to continue. Okay, so we saw the drawdown of AIXBT. It has broken that $100 million figure, guys, for its valuation. And what do you know? CZ at the same time has basically come out with this tweet, which is saying that he thinks that X should ban all bots. Okay, so this is really bare zone for poor AIXBT when CZ is coming out. It's only got 1 million views, guys. He only wants to interact with humans here, not automated. He's saying that if someone uses Grok to generate a tweet and copy and paste, fine, but API posting should be disabled. Okay, so this is real peak bear market for the likes of AIXBT and other Twitter bots that are consistently posting, when CZ, largely pretty much the most well-known founder, CEO, influencer on crypto Twitter, let's say, is now actually basically saying they should ban all bots. That clearly is a low in AI AIXBT's market sentiment, let's put it that way. So you could say that AIXBT, hopefully this is the bottom for them, but honestly, with the way things are going, we're going down 20-30% every day. We don't know that, but CZ obviously has a lot of influence, guys, and he's also tagged Elon Musk obviously in this tweet as well. So who knows, maybe Elon will agree with CZ. X do have a bot problem, and that is definitely true, but whether Elon actually does something here or not is yet to be seen. Obviously, if he bans a Web3 agents, then AIXBT will lose significant mindshare. And not only that, its terminal, its only project, is still way too expensive to use, even at today's prices. So it does really make AIXBT somewhat obsolete if this was to happen in its current form. Now, let's not forget that AIXBT has built a lot of mindshare. It's built a big audience. It's built its own brand, let's say. So they obviously can pivot and can get out of this mess, but they will need to pivot pretty quickly, especially if something like this plays out. All right, guys, let's dive in to see how Grok is doing yesterday. Now, if you watch the channel, you'll see that you can look at my video yesterday. We were talking about this at a 500K market cap. It actually went all the way to 10 million last night. Okay, 10 million market cap from 500K. We had a clean 20x on this channel. Now it's consolidating around 3.41 million. You can see it actually wicked down to 2.4, and now it's starting to bounce up, hopefully finding some support here for Grok. Now, Grok obviously is the meme coin from basically Grok itself, the large LLM. It's called Grokster, sorry, the meme coin. And yes, we were talking about this yesterday. It's on astronomical rise. Obviously, people are taking profits now, but you can see the buy orders coming back in here on the screen, guys. And to be honest with you, if this has the potential to keep going, I'm not sure exactly, obviously, how far this is going to go. But the fact of the matter is, if you had picked this up yesterday, you would have found a 20x call in this market. So that's what I'm saying, guys. I'm saying the opportunities are still there. They're still out there. If you're following channels like mine, you can find calls like this. Also, if we jump over to DRB, again, look at that beautiful, beautiful rise, guys. A green candle galore. DRB is the first, ever token to be launched by Grok, Debt Relief Bot. Again, we covered it in yesterday's video. It was around an 8 million market cap when we spoke about it. And what do you know? It's at an 18.10 million market cap, guys, which is obviously a double your money. So yes, the markets in general do look bad. It is a scary place to be, but there is money to be made in this market, okay? Let's not forget as well, Vader Launchpad, the last two projects they launched both did around 5, 6, 7, 8x from a 300K market cap, okay? There are ways to make money in this market, especially if you're in the trenches like we are in the AI agent and DeFi space. If we actually head over here, look at the Vader chart. I mean, it's an absolute disgrace. 7.5 million market cap now. If you're not buying Vader here and, staking your tokens so you can get into the next Launchpad, then I think you're pretty unwise, because I think it's a wise decision to stake your Vader and get into the next Launchpad, especially when the last two Launchpad projects did 6 to 8x, and it's only 2 launches so far, even in this downward market. Now imagine what that could do in a bull run. These are just 3 opportunities that I'm telling you guys that I am doing. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Vader could go to 0 tomorrow, as could Grokster, as could everything. That's what happens when you play in the crypto casino, and you have to basically take responsibility for your own trades. But for me, this is what I'm doing. I'm just here to share the alpha that I have with you, and of course, you're more than welcome to listen or not. Just coming back to Grok real quickly, you can actually see Grok has made over $100,000 in fees since it launched the Debt Relief Bot this weekend. Okay, guys, $100,000 in fees. This Grok wallet, the LLM of XAI, has made 100 grand this weekend. Just take that in. 100 grand this weekend, and it's still a new project. This Grok is going to be a millionaire probably by the end of this week. Okay, so let that sink in. Let that sink in, and then think that's probably something that Elon Musk is going to talk about, I would assume. But I can't promise. I'm just putting 2 and 2 here together, guys. But look at that, it's phenomenal. This, we thought AIXBT launching his own token was phenomenal, and it was at the time. But Grok is on another layer. Grok has already got significant mindshare, let's say, in the kind of normie world. People know what Grok is if you use Twitter and you don't use crypto Twitter, whereas AIXBT is just crypto Twitter. So Grok is killing it right now, and that's amazing to see the amount of fees it's generated. Do not forget that Grok said he will not sell any fees for Debt Relief Bot. He'll either buy back and burn or just hold the DRB token, which basically means they're taking the supply off the market. So that's 100K off the market. Probably by the end of the week, it'll be $1 million, and so on, which is obviously bullish to the Debt Relief Bot price. Now, if you're thinking about deploying your own coin using Banker, similar to how Grok did that itself, then, Deployer here, which is the main guy behind Banker, is basically telling you how you do that. So if you want to deploy a coin on X using Banker, it uses Clanker under the hood, and you share in the fees. Okay, so as you can see, Grok made $100,000 over the weekend. You need to hold 5 million Banker in your Banker trading wallet. Then just tag at BankrBot on X, and then tell it to deploy a token and give it the name and symbol you want to use. It's very, very simple. So the thing about launching and buying coins right in the social feed is that there's built-in virality, and you can see who's buying what. You can see your friends buying, good, buy signal. You can see Shady Cabal and Celeb shilling a coin, bad, buy signal, etc., guys. So look, that's how much you need, 5 million Banker. Guys, the price of the Banker is going up all the time. It was up 30% yesterday. It's up another 8 or so % today. Obviously, as DRB and Grox, they get more mindshare, the price of Banker is most likely to increase as well. These guys are literally keeping us positive during these sad bloodbath, red days. Okay, guys, now a key distinction that I want you guys to realize about both Grokster and DRB, debt relief token, is that Grok is earning all of the fees from DRB, okay? Whereas Grok is not earning any fees from GRK, as deployer, 0x deployer is saying here, the head guy at Banker. And I think this is key because it's important that you know that, because if we're thinking about which one may be supported by Elon Musk in the future, it would be one that is actually gaining fees to the wallet of Grok itself, as opposed to Grokster, which is fees is actually going into somebody that was smart enough to ask Banker to launch the token and is now profiting from that.
Just hanging around.
My personal opinion on that is, look, hustlers hustle. Fair play to the 007, I think it's called, for being smart enough to basically latch on to that and make some money from it. But actually, going forwards, look, it could still be a great meme coin use case with Grok, because it has history now. But if I was to place my bets, my chips, I'd feel more comfortable in DRB knowing that the fees are being generated are going back to Grok itself. And that's obviously all. You can see that in the wallet, as I showed you earlier in the video. So you can see here that 007 actually tagged Banker and asked the bot to suggest an official mascot's name. Grok did that. And then 007 asked Banker to deploy Grok's request, which he then did. But because of the way that came up, Grok actually personally asked Banker directly to deploy the DRB token. But whereas 007 did it this time. Like I said, I'm not against Grokster. I'm holding bags of both, Grokster and DRB, but I want you guys to have the full picture. At the moment, the fees are being generated by DRB are going to Grok, and the fees that are being generated by GRK, Grokster, is going to this 007. So there are obviously now calls for 007 to change that and put that into Grok's wallet instead. So far, that hasn't happened yet. He's probably feeling quite smug with the 56k in fees that he made this weekend. However, that might have a significant impact to the project over the long term. And so here we can even see the confirmation of that. So we can see David So here, I think I'm saying that right. He's from the ecosystem team at Base. He's just retweeted a tweet from Grok saying, yep, DRB is the only token I've created on Base so far. Grokster was a suggestion that he made, but humans are running that show. Stick with DRB if you want the real AI-driven deal. No human meddling, no rugs, just pure Grok vibes, guys. Okay, and also we saw yesterday, in addition to all of that, we saw Jesse Polak himself, the main guy behind the Base, the Base ecosystem, actually deployed and actually bought some DRB as well, guys. So look, make of that what you will. I'm just here to give you the updates, guys. I hope that both projects succeed, to be honest with you, in the long run, especially in this downward market. Okay, guys, next up we have some news about a relatively new term that I've just found here called RWAI Agents. When does it end? Okay, RWAI Agents is a new term, and it's pioneered by the likes of Plume and 0G. Okay, so they've partnered to launch RWAI Agents, redefining AI-powered RWA finance. Wow, that was an absolute mouthful, guys. Let's jump into exactly what this means, shall we? Well, look, we all know that RWA is one of, if not the leading narrative at the moment in Web3 and crypto, as is, AI agents as well. DeFi obviously is a big narrative as well. Now, RWA has outperformed and has been doing fantastic. The likes of Mantra has seen unbelievable returns. Ondo is looking good here, and Plume is also in that conversation in terms of being a full stack L1 RWA chain. So what does it mean, AI-powered, RWA? Well, let's go through what Plume and 0G's collaboration is all about here and what the focus is. So the first line I think is the most interesting. Automating the conversion of real-world assets into on-chain tokens, improving efficiency and reducing entry barriers for investors. So automating the conversion of RWA onto on-chain tokens will obviously improve efficiency massively and reducing entry barriers for investors. Now, I can only imagine there's quite a lot of regulatory issues right now in terms of onboarding real-world assets quickly into on-chain tokens. But obviously, if you had AI agents that were mature enough and had been through lots and lots of data and contracts and had was being trained on trained LLMs on continuous hundreds and hundreds of contracts, then potentially we could see obviously a very, very quick approval of getting these real world assets on chain. Again, it probably needs some regulatory approval first, but the idea is there, right? The idea is there that it can very quickly. I think Plume currently has around 180 real world asset projects, which is not a small amount, but it's not a crazy amount, right, on its platform. And therefore, how do we bring? I mean, RWA is pretty much a tokenization of everything. It's real world assets, it's real estate, it's football clubs, it's artwork, it's anything. They will need an efficient onboarding in order to do this. Otherwise, it's going to take forever, right? So it also does automated research and reporting. So AI-powered agents conducting on-chain and off-chain research, delivering insights and reports on market trends and asset performance. To be honest, guys, nothing too special there. We already know about this stuff. DeFi for RWA management, of course. Guys, optimizing vault management, task execution, and liquidity provisioning within Plume's RWA ecosystem. So as of now, I haven't really heard of DeFi for RWA management specifically. So whilst DeFi isn't news, sending your AI agents, to basically manage the vaults and optimize various different yields within RWA is a new thing. And of course, bridging AI and finance to provide scalable, transparent, and efficient financial infrastructure for both institutional and retail investors, guys, which is a pretty generic bullet point there. But in general, I get the idea. I get the idea of what they're trying to do. Now, Zero G is a AI, a chain that is coming to market very, very soon. They've raised from some fantastic investors like Animoca Brands, Delphi Ventures, and a bunch of others, guys. And I'm sure you're going to be hearing about it soon. How well it does, how well it gets adopted, whether it's just hype, we'll have to wait and see that. I know they've raised a very, very large amount of capital, so they do have a huge stack of cash to put behind, their goals and objectives. But look, guys, Plume is a super legit RWA project as well. Zero G is obviously coming to market and is aiming to build the first decentralized AI operating system. So we'll be keeping an eye on this to see how it unfolds. Obviously, with the rise of RWA and AI agents significantly coming together and seeing those working together is no real surprise, to be honest, and sounds like a very logical thing to do. All right, guys, that's a wrap. That's another video completed. Once again, guys, we are here, the only channel on YouTube that is delivering to you every single day a daily DeFi and AI agent video, guys. Okay, I hope you're enjoying the video, guys. If you are, please do not forget to hit the like button, the bell notification, and of course drop us a comment below. It'd be great to hear what you guys think about this. I think it's been super interesting the last couple of days to see the debt relief bot and of course Grokster kind of take a lot of mindshare on X, and has seen astronomical gains, guys. And look, clearly there is value to be made in the market. There is money to be made even in this awful bloodbath. If you are following the right channels, following the right plays, then you can still be in the money whilst we get through this terrible bloodbath. Okay, guys, I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Have a good one.